Hey guys, what's going on? It's Blake Ruffino from Are You Serious Sports, and this AYS short is brought to you by BetOnline.ag. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way for you to bet on all your sporting action. BetOnline has you covered for all the news, scores, odds, and updates. It's literally the best way for you to place all your bets, and the best thing is it's free to sign up. Head on over to their website. Again, that's betonline.ag. Use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus for your first deposit. Again, that's betonline.ag. Betonline.ag.
Still, I believe this is going to be a bloodbath. I can easily see what do you want to call it? Game of the century, part 4. LSU took game 1. Talking about game of the centuries, Alabama took games 2 and 3. I think game 2 was in 15. Game 3 was in 18. Remember that whole build-up, and everybody was getting anxious. And then 2019, another game of the century. So they're tied on these games of the century. And that's what you'd hope for. These really two gigantic gargantuans of universities coming together and clashing it out with the Titans. Now, I'm about to go on a rant right here because I've been seeing this shit way too much. I've emphasized this enough. So let me just say this. So here comes a rant. Turn up the volume, get ready, share the feed, share everything. When we talk about games of the century, when we talk about the two Goliaths meeting together, talking about LSU and Alabama, got everybody that's not an LSU and even LSU fans understand this. Alabama does have the 5 national titles. I understand that. The second team with the most national titles in college football is LSU with 3. Nobody else has that. LSU is second and getting the national titles at 4. Nobody else has that. So when you want to make the naive assumption, you want to make the belief in your little itsy-bitsy head that in college football over the last 20 years that it has not been Alabama and it's not been LSU, you're simply lying to yourself. Well, Blake, this team has more wins, but they ain't won shit. They ain't got that natty ring. So the two Goliaths in college football, whether you believe it or not, and boy, you're just saying it because it's LSU. No, I'm saying it because they had the second most national titles in the last 20 years. So I am tired, sick and tired. Put some respect on our name. The two Goliaths meet. There's no other teams that can go out there and say that it's the games of the century outside of LSU and Alabama. You can talk about the Alabama and Clemson. They go back and forth. They're not the LSU and Alabama rivalry yet. Alabama or Dabo or Alabama and Clemson don't have that. Their coach left LSU, went to the NFL, went to one of their biggest rivals. Now, Dabo could make that happen if for some reason he left Clemson and went to Alabama. I don't think that that's going to happen. Maybe that could get – there's a history there. They play each other every year. Those are the two Goliaths of college football. The wins and mostly, and everybody has to understand this, the national titles have to mean something. Hypothetically, and you guys know I hate the what-if game. If LSU would have beat Alabama in 2012, in January of 2012, guys, we're tied 4 apiece. We're tied at 4 apiece. So let's not act like all these Rudy Poos that cover national media and national sports and have no idea what the hell they're talking about because half the times they got their thumbs up their asses. It is Alabama. It is LSU. Nobody else can compete with what they've done over the last 20 years. No one.